here on Fort A.P. Hill. So any media requests and any media coverage has to go through them.
Well, we've been trying to talk to them, and they won't respond to us.
Yeah, well, I don't know, what their rationale is.
Well, can our guys go over to their office, like 60 Minutes or anybody would do, when for 3 months they won't talk to us, and then, at least be thrown out of their office? I mean, we're friendly. Our guys are pretty polite, aren't they? I mean, we just, because they don't have an office on their 300 acres. We looked. So is it on your base?
It's on the post here, yeah. It's, like I said, they're a tenant agency. But, we've got other tenant agencies, like we have an Army Reserve Center here. We have
the FBI. The FBI's there?
Well, no, that we have they come down here on occasion to train, but they've got their own facilities. We have the Explosive Ordnance Disposal School here on post. So they're all tenant agencies, and normally they handle their own media requests. And
well, that's great then, because the police took our guys to you. They were going around looking for that because we read that their tenant agency was on your regular base, not their tenant facility. So can they go over and talk to them, or can they be released?
Yeah, they're going to be released. As far as talking to AWG, they're going to have to take that up with their PAO.
So are my guys going to be escorted to the gate? They're not going to be able to go over there and try to talk to the people?
Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
Sure. What do we do, though, when they won't talk to us and we physically try to go find them and we're now in the police station?
Well, I can't talk for the AWG, and I don't know why they won't talk with you. I can only address that, we control access to the installation out of security for the people who work here and live here, and that we have procedures that we should follow. And we don't ban the press or deny the press access to the installation, but we just ask that they follow the rules just like everybody else.
Sure. Well, I mean, my guys showed up and went through the gate, were friendly and nice. So
right, but nobody knew he was coming, sir. And it would have been appropriate for your agency to contact AWG or me. You've got my contact info.
I believe you said you have talked to our guys before. Well,
I did a couple of months ago.
Yeah, we called you before they came, but I understand you're busy. Listen, let's just get this straight.
Sure.
It's in Forbes magazine, it's in Army Times, that part of the training going on at that facility and others is to take on the Tea Party, returning veterans, and gun owners. And guys, put Forbes on the screen for TV viewers. So the point is that it's not weird that we want to shine a light of truth on this, that there's a Baptist church at the facility, and that the military is training to take on the American people. That's why we're doing this. We're countering the PSYOP as real, organic, like French resistance, would have done in 1943. So we're in the info war. And we understand that that's not your division in the Pentagon, but the Pentagon's been captured by outside forces. We are the American people. We are the resistance. We're using the press and the truth to try to expose it. And so I know you're probably a nice guy and, not compartmentalized in the civilian inmate labor camp program or the Emergency Centers Establishment Act or InfraGard. I got the secret documents in '98 on the EOD program from an FBI agent. That the EOD is the cover for the military in plain clothes operating in every county in the U.S. I know all about it. I just want you to know that in case you don't. You can look into it. So we're fully aware of the Northcom takeover, and we're just there exposing it. So they do work for us, and I'd appreciate it if you'd release them and not take any of their footage. You guys aren't planning to erase their footage, are you?
No, we don't do that.
Okay, well, thank you, because I had Delta Force once do it at gunpoint.
Well, again, I can't speak for them, but, listen, our policy is to welcome the press and to show them whatever they want to help them get their story and to be as transparent as possible, given, security regulations.
I understand, sir, and what's your full name?
My name is Bob McElroy.
Okay, Bob, I want to say one thing for you.
Sure.
I bet you got a wife and kids, don't you?
We don't need to get into that.
No, but I mean, most people I know in the military or that are working in the civilian area are good people. And I'm going to tell you straight right now, and I'm going to let you go because I know you're busy. And I appreciate letting them go. I've studied this. This is real. This isn't rhetoric. They've got us in a normalcy bias to accept this takeover. It's a PSYOP. It's a PSYOP on record. It's hiding in plain view. The globalists are going to implode this country, destroy our way of life, and take over. And that base, I know, has multi-training facets for overseas, but it's also to acclimate the troops before they deploy to the U.S. for real, and that's on record. And I want you to know it's treason. The training going on there is treason, and that I represent, and you represent, by the way, but I'm coming to you from FEMA Region 6. You're in your own region. You need to realize, sir, that our military isn't run by America anymore. It's run by the globalist, and I'm here as a friend telling you and everybody on the base and using this whole fact that we went out there as an illustration of what we're facing, sir, and that the military is training to pull triggers on the American people. We have a video that has 3.5 million views by Rob Dew that we'll send you a link to. Do you have an email?
Yeah. Are we on the air?
Yes, I told him up front we're broadcasting worldwide.
Okay, yeah. If you'd like to call me privately, I'll send you my email.
All right, I'm going to send you the footage of the Marines training to execute Americans on their knees, shooting them in the back of the head, okay? And like, by the way, my soldier that's there, he's taking people to torture camps himself. So we all know what's really going on. I really appreciate you. We're going to get you some info. Please release them.
Yeah, we're going to.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
I mean, let's get in the real world, folks. And again, this is how we got to break through this. I mean, this is coming down on us. You can't cover it up anymore. We're done. And we're going to engage in the info war and spotlight these facilities. And nothing is going to stop us. Again, we're trying to update InfoWars with a new design. People liked it, but it has some bugs. We got consultants on it. We got a great crew. That should get fixed in the next few days. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
So my elementary school-aged child is begging me for a cell phone.
Please, Mom, please. All the kids have them.
But I've seen the research, and it makes sense to me that any mobile device that operates using electromagnetic frequencies that close to me or my child's head needs to be blocked.
Harmful wireless radiation is real. Protect yourself and your loved ones with Block-It Pocket. Call 888-315-9618. Free shipping to the lower 48. BlockItPocket.com. Enhancing health and privacy.
Gentlemen, in search of $1 million smile that'll make them take notice, really get their attention? Then get the mud. My Magic Mud. The fluoride-free whitener with no chemicals, additives, GMOs, or bad taste. And safe to swallow. My Magic Mud detoxifies, reduces sensitivity, cleans and strengthens your teeth while it whitens. Comes as a powder for pure whitening power. Start looking good for that special someone. Get the mud now. MyMagicMud.com.
Hi, folks. Alex Jones here with some important information. I want to tell you about Matt Redhawk and his team of patriots over at My Patriot Supply. Several years ago, Matt was sitting in his 2-bedroom apartment, frustrated with the direction this country was headed and the charlatans willing to sell us out for a quick buck. Deciding to take action, a company run by patriots for patriots was born. My Patriot Supply has never taken a loan or accepted outside funding. They now operate 2 distribution facilities and employ over 50 hardworking American men and women. It is rare to find companies who practice what they preach. And that's why I stock my pantry with high-quality storable foods from My Patriot Supply. Go to mypatriotsupply.com/Alex today for special offers on emergency food storage, or call their preparedness specialist at 866-229-0927. That's 866-229-0927. Do business with someone who shares your values. mypatriotsupply.com/Alex.
I'm sick of how the big drug companies are keeping men from fixing their ED without pills. Matt Cook here from GetEDSolutions.com, and I've helped thousands of men fully recover from ED without pills, pumps, or supplements. But the big drug companies collect $5 billion in revenue from sales of ED medications. They don't want my message to get out.
Things are so much better now. Everything kind of came back overnight. My girlfriend is very happy.
I purchased your product yesterday and it was fantastic.
I have used your system for about 3 weeks and I'm already seeing great results.
If you're one of the 52% of men who suffer ED, you must go to my website at GetEDSolutions.com and watch an instant web class that shows you how to get rid of your ED forever from the privacy of your own home. That's GetEDSolutions.com for an eye-opening web class you can watch instantly. You'll never be the same, and your wife or girlfriend will thank you because you were smart enough not to just believe the big drug companies, but to find out the truth about ED at GetEDSolutions.com. That's GetEDSolutions.com. GetEDSolutions.com.
You know, I shot that guy straight earlier. The public information officer there at Fort A.P. Hill. We really have been taken over by a eugenicist world government. They really are attacking our families, our energy systems. like an alien force would. A smart outside alien intelligence would come to the planet, pose as humans, take over, and never let the humans know they're under attack, and pose as the savior, creating crises to get more and more control while building the technological system that the aliens would want to inhabit and control while preparing to exterminate the general population in the process of dumbing them down. And again, I'm not saying that it's aliens doing this. As an allegory, you have to break with their system and realize that they're using us to destroy ourselves in full spectrum dominance. The globalists are funding the radical Islam so that they can have Western civilization fight it to destroy all of us together. The military is training to confiscate our guns and training to put us in FEMA camps, and it's now mainstream news, but they report it like it's good, and they don't want to have a debate about it. They want to just act like everything's okay and this is all normal. It's not. And it's being done because they're destroying this country. No other media would dare go to the secret military base that doubles as a FEMA camp. Clearly, it's set up as an auxiliary with concertina around the internal area. That's meant for holding real people. Clearly, they're practicing torture in the facility. It's probably a CIA torture training facility. Folks, Biggs brought people by the scores to be tortured. It's been all over the news. He's in Esquire magazine about similar things, but never released that information. It's on record, that's what they do at torture centers all over Afghanistan, all over Iraq, all over the world. And now they're training that we're the enemy, the American people. It was always going to be flipped. I told you before 9/11 they'd stage terror attacks, claim it was Muslims, use that as a clash of civilizations, build up a domestic control grid, then flip it on us. That's the battle plan. It's now been flipped 6 years ago secretly. Now they're rolling it out publicly. What does that mean? It means they're getting ready to go operational against us. And the globalist plan on the military being wiped out and the police being wiped out in that war with the Patriots. Then the globalists sit back later and come in as the stabilization force, just like they've done in Ukraine. They want military dead. They want police dead. They know statistically you're libertarian conservatives, most of you. They know most of you are good people. Better on average than the general public, just from, that's true. Not kissing your butt. But if you're not smart enough to not follow criminal orders, and if you're not smart enough to expose this and say no to it and not go along with it like you did the Syrian war, aiding al-Qaeda, you said no to that, they're going to win. You understand that. The allegory is they live. Watch it and realize it. If you just consciously faced it, there would be no debate about joining the Republic. No debate about fighting this. No debate. They shoot our kids up with cancer viruses and the vaccines, and fluoride brain damages them. Look up the Harvard study. I've got Ecoscience written by the White House science czar the year I was born 40 years ago, saying they're doing it to brain damage us. The book's free online. Read it, for God's sakes! Face it right now! We're under attack! Break out of your mind control! I'm fighting these people as hard as I can. They're moving into a phase where they're going to try to shut us down. You think you're going to go along with that and you're going to be safe? No, they want it all shut down because they're going to hunt you down. You're their #1 enemy, and you know it. That's why they've been injecting you with all the cancer viruses and everything else. You are their #1 enemy, and you protect them. Total mind control.
GCN.
You're like clones out of oblivion. Wake up to the fact. Stop being a clone. You got to see it for yourself. Alex Jones here to tell you about how you can help spread liberty worldwide while also enjoying what I have found to be the best tasting 100% organic coffee on the planet. For more than a decade, my favorite coffee has come from the high mountains of southern Mexico, where the Chiapas farmers grow their unique shade-grown Arabica beans. We have now managed to secure these sought-after beans in a highly customized blend. Discover and try a bag of the Patriot Blend 100% organic coffee at InfoWarsLife.com. This coffee gives you a long, smooth pick-me-up for hours without the headaches and heartburn that so many other coffees give me personally. Hands down, this is my favorite coffee, and it's taken us years to secure connections directly to the Chiapas Mexican farmers.